さて、お魚に。
Destination decided. Enjoy the view. You have arrived. Please exit the tube in an orderly manner. We hope you travel with us again soon.
アゴラアーケード一回行ってみよう。
Destination selected. Have a pleasant journey.
何かあるかもしれない。
You may now exit the tube. Thank you on behalf of the All-Water Corporation for choosing to travel with us today.
今日も静かか？今日も静かだな。もう喋ることなくなったかいつもいるもんな。
Warren?
Warren of Warren's Water Wieners fame, no less.
What's the gourmet?
なんで真ん中通ってくの？人が喋ってんのに。
Question. Cherry Bottlestop is the real authority, of course. But I would say things are looking pretty innovative. Even old school hangouts like Charlie's Silly Chili Grilly is modernizing, trying out new flavor profiles and offering some lighter options. Let me know if you ever need any more recommendations. I've been around the whole shit like a cake frosting. So I know what's what when it comes to food.
Hey, Tommy.
How's it hanging, Harry?
Hey, Rafi. What are you up to today?
Lots. Very busy. Too busy to chit-chat.
つらこの人だけすごくそっけないんだよな。
How are you doing, Mr. 17?
Not bad, thanks. Just wish these heaters would cool their boots just a little.
You're too hot?
Yeah, I get stuffy in this uniform. Why does it need to be so hot anyway? Can't people bear to put on a jacket?
Kancho, 大丈夫かな?
Destination determined. Now, relax with all water. You're here. Thank you for choosing all water tubes. Location nominated. Journey commencing. All water thanking you. Thank you for traveling with all water. By the hands of All Water Corporation. The many innovations we now rely upon.
Zoya, hey.
Ah, hello there.
I'm curious, what's a typical day in the life of a captain at large?
No 2 days are ever quite the same, of course. I start by doing a bit of yoga and visualizing what success for the day looks like. Then I feed Coco, and usually she has a few things to tell me. Then I come to my station, do the routine checks, and after lunch, I get back to my research on piloting and starship theory. And as you know, occasionally I swing by the arcade to keep my motor reflexes in good shape.
So what do all these controls actually control?
Which one?
How about this red one?
That's the oh yes, it's the anti-torque pedal deployer.
And this one?
I think probably there's something to do with
怖っ
collision detection.
What about this fancy looking one?
本当に宇宙へ行けんの
That
か
one is for the washing machine.
Zoya, your father was the previous captain, right?
He was. He did tell me some stories when I was growing up, but after the crash, I guess he didn't want to put too many ideas into my head.
So what were some of those stories?
There's one I always remember. My dad told me about how he had to navigate through an asteroid belt that the sensors hadn't picked up for some reason. He told me how crazy it felt to be so responsible for so many lives, and he felt every little impact was like a punch to his heart. And then he ended the story by saying it was the most fun he'd ever had.
Bye for now, Captain at Large.
Bye-bye, Harold.
早くここを見つけてあげたいが、全く見当がつかないんだよな。
Mr. 24, how are you doing?
Mr. Halibut, wait, do you feel that?
Feel what?
Something in the air? Pollen or some kind of dust particle?
Nothing I can feel.
There were the dark times. And slowly but surely, light returned to the fedora. All water, moving people every day. We know you enjoyed traveling with all water. You're welcome.
Mr. Secretary 8?
How can I be of assistance?
I wanted to know.
Was that a draft? Do you think it's a bit drafty in here?
A bit? I suppose? Do you?
Yes, now that you mention it. I know that clear airflow is important, but a surreptitious draft can wreak havoc. We'd all do well to insulate ourselves against such pernicious puffs.
You really dislike draughts, huh?
I'm convinced they're responsible for most, if not all, of the maladies aboard the ship. A cold, unexpected breeze plays havoc with one's homeostasis, which can throw the lymph system into overdrive. And that's when the illness strikes.
Okay. I didn't realize you took all this so seriously. I'll make sure to watch out for any sudden breezes.
よし、帰ろう。
All water compliments you on your choice of destination. All water, we get you where you're going.
.教授見ないな、全然。いた。
Professor?
Ah, Harold, just in time. Hold this, would you?
Sure, but... Oh, what is that?
It's just a swab. Samples are important.
Important to us or them?
One and the same. I know you're feeling protective of Fishy here, but the more we know, the better.
So, what will that fishy swap tell us?
Understanding of their biology could shed light on our own human physiology, advance philosophy, tell us how alien life came to be.
Oh, okay. That does sound kind of cool. I just hope it tells us how they're feeling, too.
Knowledge is power, Harold. Keep an eye on them. I'll be back soon.
Roger. Hey, Fishy. Moreau is a bit obsessed, but I'm sure she won't forget about making you better. And I'll be helping. For all the good that will do you. Hang in there, buddy. Okay, let's see if these help. The things I do for you, Mr. Fishy. Well, Sunny was confusing as ever. Do I miss her? No, not really, but, you know, we had some good times. She taught me a few things. Oh, about life and stuff, I guess, and what culture is. Do you have someone special? Do your kind even have special people? I wonder if you all look the same, or feel emotions. I wonder what it'd be like to not feel emotions.
なんか鳴ってる気がするけど。
Harold!
Huh? Oh, Professor! Oh, beeping! Professor!
What are their vitals?
Very squiggly.
What's happened here? Speak clearly now.
I'm sorry. The antibiotics weren't working, so I went to see Sunny, and she asked me a bunch of weird questions, and then gave me something else to try on him, and...
What did she give you?
It was... I think she said it was called Fluxogerm?
Did she mention antimicrobial proteins or histamine levels?
Yes, those things.
Okay. Well, there's no such thing as Fluxogerm, but I think I know what we're dealing with.
It was Fluxa, or germ, something.
Oh, Harold, move. It's going to be okay. Just let me... Okay. They're going into anaphylactic shock. Harold, there should be some adrenaline on the shelf. Hand it to me quickly. Okay. This should stabilize them.
Professor, Fishy, I'm so sorry.
Harold, I know you were just trying to help, but Fishy isn't a duct or a filter you can just whack around until it works again.
I know.
Look, you told me enough information for us to save them. No harm done, it seems. Fishy is stabilizing.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank you, Professor.
There's no point in beating yourself up, Harold. You live and learn. Go and settle your nerves.
Yeah. Okay. I'll try.
危な。危な。アナフィラキシーショック。約束したディナーの時間よ。プラザの2階にあるアーケードで会いましょう。ちゃんとお腹を空かせてきて。はーい。ちょっと待って。ここに鳥がいるってことない？ないね。いたらいたでちょっと悲劇ではあるけど。
Travel in style with all water. Unsatisfactory journey for some reason? Just contact your nearest and all water will make it up to you.
いなくない？あ、いたいたいたいたいたいた。
Ah, Harold, there you are. Look, I got us the best table in the house.
Oh, hey, Bridget. Thanks, it looks tasty here.
Sit down, sit down. Come on. What are you having? I hear the fish is very good.
Which fish? Actually, I'm not sure I feel like fish anymore.
Oh, you had a bad experience with it?
Kind of.
So, Harry, how's life been treating you?
You know, keeping fishy.
What?
Keeping busy.
Okay, that's good to know. Moreau treating you well?
Sure, she's very Moreau.
Yes, Thorough should be her middle name.
No, I said she's very Moreau, like, she doesn't change much. But that's nice too.
Ah, yes, I've always admired that about her. Does she have a real middle name?
I don't think so. But when I was younger, I thought it was Jeanne and that her first name was Professor.
Ha! Adorable. Anyway, if you do ever want a change of pace, you can always come and work for me, you know? Like a little sabbatical.
Oh, thank you. If I ever get the time, that'd be fun.
You like algae, right?
Is that on the menu here?
No, at least I hope not.
Actually, I did kind of make a mistake.
I'm sure it'll be delicious.
I mean, that I did something dumb recently. Silly mistake, but it could have been really serious.
We all make them, Harold. I mean, look at Felix. Oh god. No, I don't mean he was a mistake. He's just a bit wayward. But that's probably our fault.
I just sometimes wish I could know more about stuff.
Knowing stuff is overrated. You think you know something, then it's wrong in another context. Or you realize you were looking at the wrong thing, and before you know it, you're an all-water energy consultant.
But how often do you do things that could be dangerous?
I work with energy, so all the time. But there's a difference between knowing loads and being wise.
So, being wise is...
I think it's being kind and knowing what you don't know. And seeing deeper than just what something appears to be. You know, everyone can make mistakes. But not everyone can learn from them.
Thank you, Bridget.
どうしたその目。ん？バディ？どうしたんだバディ？郵便局どうしたんだろう。結構進んだね。5日ぐらい。
Gigantic energy implications if handled correctly. Exposed to the right level of radiation. Or heat activation potential.
Professor?
Yes, Harold, yes? These glowing particles I swabbed from fish's skin might not be that spectacular on their own, but they do have their own kind of beauty, you see?
Please slow down. I don't see it all.
You will when you inspect them under a microscope. They seem to give off an inner light, and since I've been looking, it's not dimmed at all.
So they're a light source?
More than that, they might be our miracle, our only hope of relaunching on time.
Whoa, so they're a power source.
Quite so. Light is an energy, so I thought about testing their effect on our bacteria cultures. Watch this. Look, when the particles interact, the cultures undergo massive mitosis and give off enough radiation.
Ah, it's growing. It's going to outgrow the dish. What if it never stops growing?
Not to worry, it does. And you can discourage the growth, like so.
Ah. Whew. Okay, that's very cool, but isn't it dangerous?
Only if someone much less meticulous than I tried the same little experiment wrong. Ha! Yes, you'd be chasing down rogue bacteria for hours. So keep this to yourself for now.
You don't have to ask me twice.
So, the particles clearly have fantastic proportional kinetic potential at even a moderate temperature. And crucially, their rate of radiation is highly regulated. Now we need to know more.
Okay, well, soon as Fishy is awake again, I'll ask.
See that you do. Now, let's get over to the arcades. We don't want to miss the new start procedure presentation.
Assembled Fedorans, it is my almost incalculable pleasure to introduce these two demonstrations today. Each will explore a different potential relaunch procedure in model form, giving you all a realistic look at the science behind it all. Not that it will affect our decision on which to prioritize in any way, but please do cheer for your favorite. Without further ado, please welcome Cyrus, Soleil, and his representative computer model simulation of the factors involved in a relaunch to the stage.
Okay, hi everyone. Thanks for coming, to watch this presentation. There's a lot of science, so I thought I'd just show you the computer model. So, here it goes. This is not supposed to. But you see, in a way, this proves the importance of considering every angle. And with just a few calibrations, I'm sure.
That's quite enough, Cyrus. Thank you. Moving swiftly on. Slipmeyer, will you please present Flow and Go to the audience, please?
Absolutely, Madam CEO. Please witness the future of Fedora. A launch plan not just to the stars, but for the superstars you all are.
The following presentation is brought to you by the Slipmeyer Foundation, putting trust in humanity's dreams for hope. In partnership with All Water Corp, making life flow. And sponsored by Slippy's Winter Sports Goods. Chill times all year round. The Fedora, our home, trapped together, all of us, underwater. But no more. It's time we grabbed Destiny with both hands and say, Destiny, meet Project Flow and Go. We begin by rolling up our sleeves for some good old-fashioned hard work, starting with making the Fedora whole again. Once we're back in one piece, and good as new, apart from a few seaweed stains and a little rust, we'll utilize the awesome power of Slippy's patented aircon technology to freeze the ocean water around the base of the Fedora. Why? Well, did you know ice is 9% denser than water? That's what makes those ice cubes float on the top of your soda. Are you catching on? Here comes the kicker. The giant ice flow attached to the Fedora will rise up from the depths and help us go back into the atmosphere. Once we're airborne again, we'll have to say goodbye to our flow, but we'll never forget it and reignite not just our thrusters, but also our hopes and dreams. The stars await. Let Slippy's and the Fedora, powered by Slippy's aircon technology, take you there.
Well, I think it's fair to say the people have spoken.
But I thought you said it wasn't a vote.
It's not. I just happen to agree with them. I'm not convinced your model is quite up to the rigorous standards we need. Slipmaya's model shows a lot of vision and attention to detail.
It didn't show any attention to detail that matters, just sparkles and...
I think it's best we, put a freeze on your project, Cyrus. I'm sure you have much more important things to do for the station.
No hard feelings, eh, Cryus?
No, it's... Wait, what did you call me?
We all want what's best for the Fedora, eh? Wish me luck.
Something is afoot. Too many things that don't add up. And you know how I hate bad arithmetic.
Right. Like why my model failed.
And why all water went with a patently absurd option.
And why the tube fares keep going up.
Yes, and why? Wait, Harold, I really don't think that part is connected.
And why did they want us to keep going without letting us know about Slippy?
Now that I think about it, there was something weird about his presentation.
Yeah. He seemed even more infuriatingly self-important than ever.
Okay, name-calling isn't going to get us anywhere. Let's look at the facts.
There's the energy shortage that Bridget told me about.
We know which start procedure is most popular, even though it'll never work. Oh, maybe they're planning on that.
Are you positing a secret all-water plan, shielded by a deliberately untenable public one?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, you mean Slippy's right?
Yes, I mean Slippy's, but yours is clearly missing something too.
I know, but the foundations are sound. I just need to pinpoint what went wrong.
Did you double-check the velocity correction?
Of course, but the power differential...
Yes, I know, but that doesn't mean anything without a variable energy diffusal.
So you keep saying, but unless we run the model enough times...
If I could just...
All models are false, so...
All very good and well to say, but we have to base our tests on something.
A waste of time without more information first. We'd be the blind leading the...
Every new step opens up new vistas.
What is that supposed to mean?
That if we just start, we'll have more information with which to...
I don't know why you're bringing philosophy into this. It's a matter for science.
Hey, philosophy is a science of the mind.
Well, do you mind focusing on the science of...
The variable energy diffusal, yes, I know.
Well, if you know, then why can't we model it first?
But you said all models are wrong.
Turn of phrase. Don't get caught up on semantics.
Well, I wonder if my source data is erroneous. I'm sure I checked my calculations.
You're blaming the source data now?
I'm not blaming it. I'm accusing it.
You'd know if you'd interrogated the velocity correction ranges.
Of course, but the power differential...
Yes, I know, but that doesn't mean anything without a variable energy diffusal.
So you keep saying, but unless we run the model enough times...
All models are false, so...
All very good and well to say, but we have to base our tests on something.
A waste of time without more information first. We'd be the blind leading the...
Every new step opens up new vistas.
What is that supposed to mean?
That if we just start, we'll have more information with which to...
I don't know why you're bringing philosophy into this. It's a matter for
これループしてない?
Hey, philosophy is a science of the mind.
Well, do you mind
めっちゃ
focusing
メ
on
ッ
the
セージ来てる
science
な。
of...
The variable energy diffusal, yes, I know.
Well, if you know, then why can't we model it first?
水漏れ?
Models are wrong.
Turn of phrase. Don't get caught up on semantics.
Well, I wonder if my source data is erroneous. I'm sure I checked my calculations.
オシレーターを忘れなかった
I'm
か?
not blaming it. I'm accusing it.
You'd know if
Shia.
you interrogated the velocity correction ranges.
Of course, but the power differential...
Sunny.
Yes, I know, but that doesn't mean anything without a variable energy diffusal.
So you keep saying, but unless we run the model enough times...
All models are false, so...
All very good and well to say, but we have to base our tests on something.
A waste of time without more information first. We'd be the blind leading the...
Every new step
トイレで会いま
opens
しょ
up
う。
new vistas.
What is that supposed to mean?
一人で来て
If
ね
we。just
はい。
start, we'll have more information with which to...
I don't know why you're bringing philosophy into this. It's a matter for science.
Hey, philosophy
トイレの
is a
ライトキー
science
パ
of
ー。
the mind.
Well, do you mind focusing...